right, welcome to another microbiology lecture. This one is short and sweet. People have asked about this L and D designation that we often see with the amino acids, and particularly in microbiology where we encounter some D versions of amino acids, and that is an introduction into molecular chirality. Stereochemistry, let's go over it very quickly. So it all comes down to mirror images. So when you look at two isomers, molecules that are made have the same atomic constituents but arranged slightly differently, you can have two that it can fool you because they look like they're the same, but they in fact are not because they're mirror images. They're not superimposable. So they're called enantiomers, non-superimposable molecules. And you want to think of the example that you'll never get away from, hopefully, is your right hand and your left hand. They look the same, but when you put one on top of the other, you can't superimpose it, right? So were you able to meld them together, the thumbs would be sticking out either side of your hand. It doesn't work that way. So when you talk about chirality, non-chiral objects are superimposable. So if I took a cube, look at it in the mirror, it doesn't matter. I could take a cube, those two images, and put them on top of each other. We get one cube. Same thing with a sphere. But something like your foot or your handprint, it doesn't work that way. And so we're going to see that in any center that has four different groups attached to it. So again, carbon being happy with four bonds oftentimes has four things attached to it in organic chemistry. And so we're going to find that these centers now are oftentimes chiral. So based on the order the groups are attached, and this is a bunch of organic chemistry rules, you can designate a left or a L or a D, levorotary or dextrorotary chirality. In life, almost all the amino acids that we see and use are L amino acids. So it's really unusual to come across a D, and that's why we make note of it. Again, when we're thinking about metabolism and when we're making something that like a specific media that we're adding amino acids to, we always want to reach on the shelf and look for the L amino acid and think L amino acid is for life. And D amino acids will result in death because those amino acids would be inaccessible to most life as we know it. So that's your short, sweet version. Hopefully that's helpful. Let me know if you've got questions.